Hey, my name is PolishLynx and welcome to Sunset's Ashes, which is a free-to-play game on Steam now. Released in September, I think. 2016, I think. So, yeah, it's been a while. I don't remember who made it for. Well, you have the basic information who was a part of the team. Anywho, it's free, but it has some additional DLC that will unlock a part of story as well, so I don't have it, but I might get it if the game is enjoyable enough at the point of where we are now. Anywho, let us begin. And let's see what this is exactly about. Nic, okay. Days of climbing, days of sleeping on the ground. I am still not used to the low oxygen. Wait, I can't use the keyboard? Oh, I can. Do you mean days of sleeping? I said sleeping, I know there's a P in it. I heard sleeping. You're just not listening to me. You're not talking loud enough or in my direction. That sounds like me, to be honest. Don't pick on me. It's hard to breathe up here. I'm climbing this mountain for you, and you want to complain about the direction I'm looking. Fair enough. At least I'm getting the best view from behind. Wait, am I talking the wrong way actually here? You watch it. I don't think I like you right now for picking on me. Love you, still love you, but not sure like you. Well, we can turn back if you want. Okay, I need to check if Alex is the guy in this game. Because I know there are two people, but I don't know the names. And that's kinda problematic. Alex and Nic. Seriously, that sounds like there are two guys actually. And yeah. Okay, so no. Are you two guys or what? I see a girl over here. So the question is which one? I guess the problem is both names can go actually. Male and female, right? Oh. Okay. 4 years and Alex and Nic to join. Okay, so Nic is a girl, I think. Alright. We can turn back if you want to. No, I can do this. Not about to turn back now after climbing for so many days already and spending so much money on the gear. Well, I'll tell you what. If you collapse, I can always carry you. I don't have to look at you to know there's a wink with that. I might not be in the best shape of my life, but I'm not about to fall over, and I will not be carried. I won't let you carry me on our wedding night. No one is ever carrying me. Oh. That last gust of wind chilled through my windbreaker and down to my bones. Why is it so cold? It's going to get a bit colder before the day's over. And you do this all the time for fun? Why again would you want to be in the cold like this so often? We grew up where it's warm. Where it's so warm we never had winter, just summer and less hot summer. You don't sweat as badly as I do. I call this a welcome change of scenery and body odor. Loads of fun in my book. Fun. We could live up north for the cold. What would you compel someone to climb mountains for fun? You know me. I've always loved taking in a beautiful view whenever the opportunity presents itself. My belt is off limits on this mountain. No way are any layers of clothes coming off me. Oh, well, shucks. And I was hoping for you to warm me up. If you're not careful, I'll give you a nice slap to warm you up. It'll be a slap of love. I remember the last time you gave me a love slap. Just thinking about it makes my face sore. It was a pretty fierce hit. You asked me to slap you that time, remember? Yeah, true. But if I know you were going to slap me that hard, I may not have asked at that time. We recently gotten back together from being broken up for 6 months after having been together for 3 years. I had some pent-up frustration to steal that out. Besides, you should be thanking me. I sobered you up. If I hadn't slapped you then, you definitely would have lost that dart game. It was a really good dart game. And I suppose you didn't make it out to me later that night. What? You remember, right? When I took you home and baked cupcakes that night? Cupcakes? I don't remember any cupcakes. I made vanilla and lemon cupcakes for my sister's birthday the next day. I'll have one as an apology. Wait, you mean I've spent the past 2+ decades not remembering correctly how the rest of the night went? I must have hit you harder than I thought. I do remember actually winning the dart game, right? I'll never tell. What? Hello, this is base camp. You hear us up here? And there? Loud and clear, base camp. How's the climb going? You still on schedule? I'm alright, and yes, still on schedule, taking slow and steady. Alex probably having the easiest climb ever. Yeah, I'll bet. I'm just trying to show off in front of my wife, that's all. Everything good down low? Well, it's clear in our neck of the woods. We're reading some heavy winds further up the path we mapped out for you, folks. How heavy is heavy, exactly? A storm? No, not a storm. Generally, I'd say the climber will be fine, but since it's your first, Nick, we want to let you know so you're not surprised. How worried should I be? Nothing you can't survive. It might be hard enough to create whiteout conditions and forcing the cover for the night, however. So if you go forward, there is a chance it would take another day. Do I have other options? If you head east, there is a flat clearing that will take you far down the mountain and eventually curve back up. It's a longer route, so we didn't consider it. There is no guarantee you'll make it before sundown if you go that route, so you'll need to hold it in order to keep on schedule. Only other option is west along the mountain sharp ridge. Honestly, it's the more dangerous route, and we intentionally avoided the terrace since it's your first climb. If you take the ridge, it curves up enough to make you reach the summit faster, but you should take it slow anyway. There are hooks along the chains to help climbers easily. All depends on how well you think you can handle it. So the heavy winds that might hold us back a whole day is a clearing that I have to run through, or pray I don't have a fear of haze. Alex, what option would you choose? I would choose to save the game right now. What? I can't. What? What? Where's my... I can't save the game! Oh. How rude. Alright, so... It's her first time. However that sounds. Let's go the easy route. Why not? So, yeah, let's do it. Sorry, there was some interference. What was that? Making for the clearing, hope the running on the elliptical will have been enough training. God damn it. Roger that, be safe and cautious. If you need any support or update, let us know. What I need is a save before that choice. But whatever. Will do, thanks guys. Base camp out. I like the sound. Are you sure we're going to be fine going this way? Sure, if you can do it, I can do it. Yeah, madam. I really hate running, says the one who always wants me to sprint the last leg whenever we go for walks with the dogs. We both could use the exercise. Besides, if we had done it more often, this would be a lot easier to run. I'm doing fine. Shut up, you! We're the loving words of encouragement. How is that not encouraging? I'm encouraging you to step up and spite me. I'm going to spite you. Not with that tone. Come on, put those lungs to work and shout it. I'm going to spite you. With emphasis. I am going to hit this summit you by nightfall. Now we're cooking. Cooking? Oh, how I miss food. You had food a few hours ago. Beans. I had beans. I want something more filling. Something delicious. Please, I don't know how you don't find beans delicious, but okay. You mean something sweet. I want ice cream and cake and brownies. It's cold and you think of ice creams. Okay. So you're going to bake. Not a chance. Delivery. I do like delivery. It doesn't involve driving. Or cooking. Or putting on clothes. Well, technically, if the delivery guy is in front of your door and you open the door, that might require you having the clothes on. Just a suggestion from me. We need clothes to answer the door. Okay, you mean I can't stay on the couch while you answer the door? You're lucky I love you. I know. And that's why I push us to do more extras while walking the dogs. I know. And hey, I'm always supporting us walking the dogs together. You still aren't helpful. How am I not helpful when walking the dogs? I ask you which paths we should go each afternoon, and you always have me choose. You never choose. It always feels like you don't care about walking. And then you tell me you can keep walking for hours. Saying that usually makes you want to push yourself a bit more for spite. Yes, and it aggravates me. It just makes me think of how out of shape I am. I never meant for it like that. You know, I did cross country and sports in school. I'm used to being on my feet for hours. Yeah, back in school. How old are we now? You're still the most beautiful 21-year-old I know. Flattery doesn't work while I'm running through the snow in low oxygen. Wait, you are only 21? Well, it was worth a shot. I'm sorry for my legs are one of the things I like keeping up on. I never mean for you to feel out of shape. I know. It's so irritating if I thought you don't mean for it to be. Whenever we go for a walk, all I hear in my head is my football coach from high school. When my legs started hurting, he'd say, good, so you can still feel them, then you can still move them, get back to running. Wasn't there something else he would say after that? Soon as I tell him I can't feel my legs anymore, he'd say, better now, you don't feel them hurting, get back to running. I'm not you, and you are not your coach. You're right, I'm much better looking than he was, and you are even better looking than me. But now that I think about it, that's how it worked for me as well. I mean, we were running with some of the coaches a lot, that's true. But somehow, not somehow, but basically running builds up the stamina, right? And that's all I needed. The rest I could basically, and I had the possibilities, the time and so on to train by myself, you know. So yeah, basically for me, just getting the stamina trained was enough to play good, I guess. Anyway, okay, if we weren't in a hurry to reach the summit, I swear. I know, you can slap me later, and by the way, I always care about going for walks with you. I know, they're a great chance to take photographs with your camera. No, that's just a bonus. I'm going so we can talk. We're at work all day long, and then at night we spend part of it on the couch watching shows on streaming channels. Our walks are the best times where we can really talk about anything and everything. We do always talk about everything while going for a walk. I can tell you about some really good project I want to work on, and you'd humor me. Then you will tell me about me. Then you will tell me about your day and everything you worked on. What? Then you will tell me about your day. God damn it. I have to be honest, I still have no idea what you meant every time you would mention computer programming. It's alright. I honestly have no idea what you were talking about each time you bring up financial planning. When I took economics in college I got a C. Hey, that's why I'm in charge of the budget. Oh. And that's another thing. I can talk about the budget with you when we walk. Everything's a topic. Our walks are one of the best things we have ever done. Kind of like now. Exactly like now. Also, you're not as out of shape as you say you used to be. What makes you say that? I could have tell when you were getting tired near the end of a walk because you would spend the whole time breathing heavy. I felt like I had to think of conversation topics I could handle by myself since you didn't talk. Now look at you, keeping up with the conversation perfectly. Think of giving up to the end? Longer than you can, mister. Oh, a challenge I feel a bit bad for. I do after all have a pretty big advantage. I have an advantage too. You do? What advantage is that? Did you say I'm 21? You're an old man, well past 40. Wow, that's a fucking huge difference. No, seriously, that's a huge difference in age. 19 years? Come on. Ouch, going right for the edge. You're just lucky I see the end of the clearing right up ahead. Psst, you mean you're lucky? Let's get this over with then. From there it's a quick slope up to summit. Want to race? Want to lose? I have the major advantage here. We shall see, my dear, we shall see. It's on. The game is on. Oh, achievement unlocked. Open clearing. We made it, I can't believe it, but we actually... Wow, it's incredible. Isn't it? It was worth making the ridiculous climb to get all the way up here. Oh, it was, huh? You're not salty about days of sleeping on the ground in the freezing cold with no shower. I was a minute ago, but now, I think this may be the prettiest sight I've ever seen because of you. Better than the sunset on the riverboat from our honeymoon? Yes, even better than that. Our honeymoon was a lot more fun than climbing a mountain for. As I recall, our honeymoon still involved a lot of walking. It was crazy hot too. And they required me to bundle up with all of these layers. Didn't have that crisp mountain breeze. Didn't have me eating mostly beans for every meal. We lucked out that our honeymoon took place during a chocolate festival is all. It also involved drinking. Hey, I wouldn't have stopped you from bringing alcohol up here. Any girls that clearing while drunk would have gone so well. Yeah, but then you could invent a new drunk Nick dance. Oh gosh, no, I couldn't have those dances. Nothing stops the White Russian dance. I love the way you pump your arms and boogie back and forth. White Russian, White Russian. No, that's the spirit. Last dance I'm doing from up here. It's a really long way down and I don't need to sleep. Fair point. Anyway, like you said, it was a great honeymoon. It was. We had some great memories from that trip. Out of all the photos to look for us to look back on. Good thing I got into photography as a passing hobby. You always took a lot of photos from your past climbs too. Photos of center like this for me to see when you got home. I always wanted you to see it for yourself. But now I'm here. Seeing it for yourself in person is different, isn't it? Do you have the camera? Need to take photos of it setting. Alright, let's put out and snap a few photos. The kids are going to love this. So are the grandkids. I'll bet those little tykes won't even know what to make of this. Probably that it's magical, something you only read about in a fantasy book or see in a movie. Not fiction anymore, so I really like it. The grandkids would have it right. It is magical. I'm glad to hear that. I had no idea it would be something like this. If I'd known, I would have done this sooner. You are doing it now. I would have done it together. We are here together. Not like how I wanted. Not like how you always wanted. Not with you right next to me. What the fuck? Not like how it's supposed to be. Wait a second, this is the vase with the ashes, right? Whoa. I am so sorry. Life isn't fair. I wasn't supposed to lose you so soon. Not this soon. We had almost 30 years and I want more. I want more years of you being someone loving me. I even want more years of you irritating me like a brat. I actually miss you always finishing my sentences. It was so aggravating how you could always imagine exactly what I would say before I said it and then keep moving the conversation along. I miss that now. I miss you coming home from an adventure and telling me about it. Whenever you came back from a climb, you'd tell me how you would have to talk to yourself and pretend you were talking to me. How keeping conversation with yourself help you focus and keep from getting tired. And that's exactly what you are doing right now, actually. Alright? I tried that. I climbed this damn mountain pretending you were right beside me, talking to me. It helped. It really helped. I don't want to stop hearing your voice. I know. I miss you. I miss you so much. Sometimes I text your phone. I keep hoping you reply with visual, smooth, or snuggle message. It's silly. It's not silly. I'm sorry I didn't do it more often. I haven't listened to your voicemail so I don't forget what you sound like. You had such stupid cliché voicemail. Why couldn't you do something funnier? At least I can still imagine your voice when I read something you wrote. Do you remember the poem you wrote me? I do. It was so bad. I love that poem. You wrote it for me? I wrote it the first time I saw with you, like this one. I wish I'd written it better. If I'd known those would be last words that make you think of me, I promise I would have tried harder. You didn't need to. You were perfect just the way you were. And I love keeping those words close to me. As the sun sets, I feel compelled to sit quietly and stay a while, like how your own beauty and wonder bring me a smile. I wait patiently there as the star falls past the skies, and then I see only you as it goes dark and I close my eyes. I dream of all the adventures I've had with you at my side, the times we laughed, danced, hollered and cried. Memories of awestruck sights with us both thinking now. Wow, dreams I'd repeat with you for as long as my sleep would allow. Then as I wake, the morning sun caresses my face, make me think you're there offering a warm embrace. I reach in and pull down the one word now you'd start with my back. Boo! It makes mine sad that I remember how much I love you. I hate you sometimes, you know. I know, remember what I always say about hating someone? Hate is a strong word. It takes lots of energy and time to really hate someone. I'm glad to know it's worth the time and energy. I'll never stop, it'll always be worth it. Thank you. I love you, my bear. And I love you, mi hermosa. Goodbye. The end. Well, I'm kinda confused because supposedly 3 endings you get. I wonder if there is much difference actually. So let's do it one more time. For skipping to the choice fair really fast.